speaking about grudges and speaking about arguments, I forgot about what we argued about a few days ago, right? So I guess moving on, transitioning from that segment to another one, every relationship, healthy ones, they have their fights every once in a while, right, Mike?
Yep,
right?
Yep.
So, and me and Mike had our first official blowout. I just think it was just a combination of, I was, at least personally from my end, I was working 16-hour weekdays. I hadn't slept. We're ramping up season 2 of the podcast. I have to deal with my family obligations. I got to deal with this guy. In a good way. He's a great guy, but it's just like
not that night.
No, not that night. That night, I think we could have seriously fought each other that night. It would have been. But I think you know what? You go ahead and describe the situation. What happened?
All right. So from my point of view, we got or John, he's quarterbacking this opportunity, which is a good opportunity. Yeah. Good opportunity for us. I felt like But
you have to give more context. I'm quarterbacking the situation, right? It's going to require us to fly somewhere.
Yeah, it's going to require us to fly somewhere.
Far.
Yeah, far. Not cheap and soon.
And relatively soon.
Yeah, and relatively soon. Mind you, so from my point of view, it's like I'm just coming back from a long flight. I'm jet lagged. I'm just back at work. I'm forgetting my password. I don't know what's going on. I see he's excited about the opportunity. I'm excited too, but I felt like at the time I said, let me think about it. Because this is the most I've seen you excited. You're like, yo, we're responding right now. Like, yo, we're booking right now.
Because, you know what? Of course I was excited about the opportunity because we're a podcast that only has 8 episodes. And there's people who, I've seen other podcasts and I feel like it's a good opportunity for us. I think people are really messing with our material. Mm-hmm. People are really messing with our content, with us as people. And I think they want to sit down and talk to us, right? So I'm over here like, yo, we got to strike when the iron's hot, right? So, keep going.
Mine just like late night. I forgot what time it was.
It was like 12, almost 1 o'clock in the morning.
I'm like, yo, can we give this a day or two? Like, yo, let me sit back, think about it. I want to add to that. Let's get some more people. So if we're going to make this trip, let's make it worth it,
right.
And then he just blows up on me. And I'm like, now I'm going to say this, what you say. Anybody that knows John, when John blows up, he blows up.
Yeah, it's true. That is true. That's not a surprise to anybody who knows me. That's my most biggest terrible character trait. When I blow up, it's scorched earth. It's nuclear bomb.
It's like, yo, you blowing the down. You taking everything down with you. I'm like, shit, I didn't know you felt this way.
No. Yeah. So look, everything that Mike just said, correct, fully correct. So my side of the story is that, or at least from my perspective, the facts are the facts. I did blow up. We did have an argument. We did have an opportunity, which we're taking.
Yeah, we're
taking the opportunity. But from my perspective, because I was so excited about it, I was in a point, I was such an emotional high because I was like, wow, we're getting this great opportunity to talk to somebody who, we like their product.
We want to talk to.
We want to talk to this person, right? So we like their product and I'm excited about it. The person seems excited about it. And Mike is sort of like, let's I'm usually the person who's like, oh, let's pump the brakes. But because I didn't see that Mike was excited about it, I automatically took that mistakenly as him not wanting to do it.
Yeah, you took it as a no, and I'm like, I didn't say no.
I'm over here like, hold on, bro. We're building this. We're not in a position where we could just be saying no, especially to these type of artists. But I did blow up. There were some things that were said that I apologize for that should never be said between people. And I never want Mike to ever think that I'm attacking his character or to whoever I've been a victim of my blowups. It's never about the character. It's because I'm so passionate about this, and we're both very passionate, right? We're both very passionate about this. We're putting our all into this. We're like literally taking this out of our own pockets. We're trying to make this happen no matter what, right? But I think my perspective and what I learned from that is that sometimes you're right. Sometimes the same way you've listened to me when I said, yo, let's slow down and let's like think about this, let's think this through, is the same way I should have listened to you in that scenario. But because I just think it was like, one, I was tired. I was like, yo, this guy's, you know, we've had a bummy week in terms of like some people rejecting us, some people like the week before that, I think everybody that we reached out to rejected us and said no, exactly. Right? So left us on red, don't respond to emails, don't respond to text messages. So it just felt like, wow, we finally got a W, you feel me? Like, and I don't know, like, and at that time I was like, oh man, let's secure this. And I just felt like, you're right. As the person who heads the creative side of the project here, you did want to add more value. How can we make the most out of that trip? How can we add more content? How can we have more value to our audience? How can we what we can learn from that? Because that would be our first kind of like, you know, literally take a last flight out to go see somebody, right? So I think when it comes to something like that, I should have just like slowed down a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I even spoke to Lindsay about it afterwards. She said, babe, that's the first thing she said. Like, I literally was like, I literally said, I f***ed up. I bleeped that out, but it's fine. It's okay.
Yeah,
like, I literally said that. That's literally what I quoted. I messed up. And, because you're my partner, man, and you're my friend, and I obviously brothers fight, but I just didn't want to get to a situation where it was going to be awkward when we got on stage. But on the pre-call, or we had a pre-call the next day. We do pre-production meetings. I didn't want to do that.
And it's crazy because like shit is clicking for us almost. Like, you know, we got some other things lined up as well. So it's like, damn, now it's clicking.
Like, now it's clicking. Last week it wasn't like that. By the time this episode drops, the week before that fight happened, stuff was not clicking. It was me and Mike were like, yo, what is going on right now? What did we say? I was about to revisit all our episodes and be like, what the hell did we do that was wrong? But then now, you know what? Those were almost blessings in disguise. Because you know what I always say? People don't owe us anything. We've said that from the very beginning. I need to remind myself that people do not owe us anything. Their time is not more important than ours, right? I understand that. But we're going to get them. We're gonna get everybody we want on the second lap, third lap, fourth lap, wherever many laps. I got legs for days. I can run. I can go 30,000 steps a day.
And I think that's gonna be the test for us, is the consistency, the longevity. Like, we gotta be like LeBron James out here. Like, we gotta be able to go season after season. And the thing is, because we're so close to it and we know the work that we're putting in, we know the time that we're putting in, the money that we're putting in, and we're like, why don't they see this? And especially like, and I think what we need to do is like, let's not compare or look at others and like, yo, how did that happen? We do our own thing and our time is gonna come.